Why are dragons in the Elder Scrolls universe such terrible workers? Well, it's because they take lots of breaks. And yes, that is like a tier 3 Elder Scrolls Online dad joke. You have to know a lot of lore to understand that, I'm sorry. What's going on YouTube? With White Strikes Mayhem with 11 days left on, and I want to do an updated video on all the things that you want to make sure that you don't miss and things to do before the event ends. You can also see we still have Scribing for all, some really good daily login rewards, and some other things that we're going to touch upon in this video. But there are some pretty exclusive rewards that you don't want to miss out on. Now, the first thing to consider is actually these bags of Veterans Glory. You can see there's no pricing data because these bad boys can contain White Strikes Mayhem rewards from previous years, some of which are exceptionally expensive. However, they are character bind on pickup, so you're not making any gold per se. You're saving yourself some gold because some of the actual styles that drop from here are ridiculously expensive, into the multi-millions. But if you do have some gold and you want to try to save yourself some money, you can actually buy some of the previous yesteryear stuff because there's a pretty big loot pool. And most of the non-Legion items or Ebon Steel are relatively cheap to purchase, and then that allows you to roll just for the valuable pieces. And you can find people selling these on the open market right now because this is the time to offload these style pages, so it's a win-win for everybody involved. This is also the beginning of the autumn Indriks rotation that's going to be available from July to September. It's going to be active during our ESO events. So obviously that's when you get your event tickets for these bad mamma jammas. You can see here, we get yourself a black one or a green one. And if you're like, Jake, where do I go and redeem my event tickets to get these bad mamma jammas? Well, you just need to head on down here into Craglorn, inside of Belkarth. If you've never been here before, the Indriks vendor is right here. This is what the base game, I call it Eevee, Indriks looks like, because you have to actually convert this one into one of these over here using your fragments. And then you can see what these bad boys look like over here. Again, you have until September if you wanted to complete any of these specific ones. And please don't judge my skill bar. I was leveling in Black Rose Prison, my bow line to 50. And I know it's generic, but obviously go through and complete your Scribing for all Golden Pursuit. You're going to get yourself some really good rewards, including curated affix, focus, and signature scripts. So keep that in mind if you're on a character that you're desperately trying to get one of those. 20 luminous ink, which definitely has a little bit of value to it. 50,000 gold, which is definitely not, not too shabby. A painting, blade cloak, and a scribing altar that also is worth about 66,000 gold. Honestly, it's only probably worth that low because people are like, hey, I don't need a scribing altar. I don't use a house. So let me just offload this bad boy on the market. It's relatively easy. You can see that there was quite a few things that I skipped through here and did just pretty much the ones that I found naturally just happened as I was playing the game. So you're not going to have to really do any of these specific, but if you can, make sure you get your login rewards. There's 10 days left. If you log in for all 10 days, you get Flame Atronach crates, which is definitely worth getting. Next up, we're inside the Imperial City. This is just a fun tip that I've been noticing a lot of people have been kind of goofing on. A lot of you have been getting Tel Var by getting Rewards of the Worthy from places like Cyrodiil, Battlegrounds, etc. A lot of people are not banking that Tel Var, and they're just walking out all wimbly-bimbly into the top, and they're getting attacked. And you don't want to be risking a rare currency while you're out in the Imperial City. So just put that bad mamma jamma in the bank. Also note, too, that the fragments, the key fragments, have been buffed pretty significantly. You guys told me about this on stream. There's a quick supercut of me getting all those items from there because it was worth going through and taking our 20 key fragments and getting those alchemy ingredients. And notoriously, not a huge fan of alchemy bags, but this time, I was wrong. As a quick tip, though, too, while you guys are looking at that footage, if you ever find yourself in the Imperial City and you want to leave in a pinch, queue into Cyrodiil. They'll actually let you leave instantaneously through that bad boy. So if you ever find yourself with a lot of Tel Var, you accidentally walk down on accident, queue into Cyrodiil, will save you a long walk back. Obviously, right now, just make sure you don't queue into a full campaign, or else you're going to be in a bit of a sticky situation where you're just waiting in a queue, and that's not really going to help you a whole lot. This next piece of information is, don't forget, the Golden Vendor is here this week with all the necklaces, and next week with all the rings. Now, what's nice about this is that if you've ever wanted to make a specific type of build, if you've ever wanted to be a Dark Convergence Gooner, now is the time to buy with Alliance points. However, you can go and buy it with gold because people have tons of alliance points right now, and they're converting their alliance points to gold by buying these necklaces and selling them in Mournhold, Elden Root, Rayrest, etc. Meaning that if you wanted to still make one of these fun builds, you know, you wanted to just try Dark Convergence, you want to try Oak Fathers, you're a PvE player who wants to try Battalion Defender, you want to try Curse Eating, you want to try Deadly, which is used for all the sorts of craziness shenanigans right now, you wanted to try Hrothgar, you think that Mara's Bomb hasn't been nerfed yet, I'm just hitting all the highlights here, you wanted to make a Marken Ring build with Ancient Grace. You've wanted to do Elfbane, which unfortunately Elfbane used to be so much better after pre-update 35. You want to try an Imperial Wrath Marken Ring build. You want to try, something fun like Potentates, reduced ultimate build with damage taken by players, another 3-piece. Transmutation would be a PvP healer. Vicious Death, you just love making players explode. Plague Break, you like making them explode slightly differently. Rallying Cry, you want to use the meta PvP set. Now is the time to get these sets, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you purchase them with alliance points or gold, it's just based on which currency you have more of, but it's a great time to do so. Oftentimes, people have always thought that it's better to wait for the rings, because then you could buy those, because generally people are like, oh, they need 2 rings. The problem is that Monomyth is a ring, Oaken Soul is a ring, Marken Ring, Malakast Band of Brutality. You got so many rings that pretty much everybody's running one necklace and one ring, because then they're running a mythic ring as the other one. And finally, I know it sounds cringe and a lot of you guys are going to hate this, but get yourself some home campaigns inside of Cyrodiil. Get yourself some home campaigns, get yourself some rewards tier 1. You get lots of transmutes. Getting AP is going to give you rewards of the worthy, which is going to give you even more transmute crystals, a super valuable rare currency. Don't look at the map right now. It doesn't look very good. Just cut that out there, editor Jake. But, you could do scout missions. You could do all sorts of really easy missions inside of Cyrodiil or Battlegrounds quests or Imperial City quests. I would encourage you to do a mixture. I would also encourage you, obviously, you get your 2 event tickets from either a BG or a Cyrodiil quest. It could be a town quest. It could be a scouting mission. It could be a BG mission. You could do in City to get your 1 event ticket. Obviously, I would encourage you to do the 6 districts all in one day. Turn them in throughout the week because it'll make your life just significantly easier. And obviously, just farm rewards of the worthy boxes. If you have the stomach for it, you can do Battlegrounds. That's usually what I kind of turn people to, just because it's an easy way. It's very direct. It's very quick. There's alliance points. Yes, the balancing is sometimes completely cattywampus, but it's guaranteed alliance points. It's guaranteed rewards, and it can be very valuable to do so. But if that's not your style and you got a character with full mount speed, just go into conflicts in Cyrodiil, get as many characters as rewards tier 1. Do a mixture of both, but get those rewards of the worthy. And don't forget, the first rewards of the worthy you open per day is guaranteed 25 transmute crystals. If you wait to open another one on day 2, let's say you got 10 of them, you open them over a 10-day period, that's 250 guaranteed transmute crystals. So if you wait to open them, you can still open your Pelinor's reward boxes, but wait to open those rewards of the worthy boxes if you're low on transmute crystals. But everyone, thank you guys so much again for watching. I guess as a quick TLDR, just participate in as many events that interest you. If you like Indriks, do that. If you want to roll for rail style pages, get your event tickets and do that. If you want to get some free crown crates, do your scribing missions by logging in every day. Get those good login rewards. If you want to get a ton of transmute crystals, activate rewards tier 1 by setting home campaigns, getting those rewards of the worthy boxes. There's so many different things that you can do during this just quick time period in ESO that I highly encourage you to do as many different things as possible. And again, please don't judge me for my skill bar. I was leveling up my bow line inside of Black Rose Prison, so it's very cattywampus. And thank you for joining me as I record the conclusion to this video. So thank you guys so much again for watching. As always, we're doing our quick giveaway drawings. All you need to do is be subscribed, leave a like and a comment, and look for a hidden word we flash upon the screen. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye, guys. And Blues, please regain this map. We can't have that happen again.
You better remember to like and subscribe to Jakeclips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.